One Zambia, One Nation. You are watching Zanis News with me, Kralibel Msonda. On Sign Language Desk, we have John Chulu. Let's take a look at the headlines. Government commissions rehabilitated operating theaters in Mongo District. Third National Biodiversity Strategy and Action Plan handed over to Eastern Province. And farmers urged to reserve food for household security. The news in detail. Government has commissioned newly rehabilitated operating theaters and maternity annex at Lewanika General Hospital and Mongo District Hospital in Western Province. The facilities were handed over to the Ministry of Health by Save the Children, Zambia, and officially commissioned by Health Permanent Secretary for Technical Services, Kennedy Lishimpi. Namakao Kayombo has the details in this report.
In a significant boost to maternal and child health care services, Save the Children Zambia has officially handed over rehabilitated operating theaters and a maternity annex at Lewanika General Hospital and Mongo District Hospital in Western Province. The intervention is aimed at reducing maternal, neonatal, and child mortality, stillbirths, and morbidity through strengthened health systems at both community and facility levels. Speaking during the official handover ceremony in Mongo, Ministry of Health Permanent Secretary for Technical Services, Dr. Kennedy Lishimpi, emphasized the importance of strong partnerships between government and cooperating partners.
These achievements are a result of strong collaboration between the government of Zambia, Save the Children International, and the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Through this partnership, we are witnessing tangible improvements in health service delivery across Mongo District. These investments directly support our national priorities of improving maternal and child health outcomes, strengthening emergency care systems, and ensuring that healthcare services remain accessible, functional, and reliable in rural communities.
Save the Children Zambia Country Director, Ms. Chilobe Kambi said the investments are intended to improve efficiency in health service delivery and enhance access to quality health care for mothers and children. Western Province Health Director, Dr. Njekwa Samutumwa, expressed confidence that the improved infrastructure will help reduce maternal mortality in the province.
I strongly believe that the opening of this theatre at Mongo District Hospital will help us reduce on maternal mortality. Guest of honor, we cannot thank Save the Children enough for the support they continue to give to our provinces. We will cherish these investments, we shall guard them jealously.
The newly rehabilitated facilities are expected to improve access to quality maternal and child health services and contribute to better health outcomes. Namakao Kayombo, reporting for Zanis in Mongo, Western Province.
Still in Western Province, residents of Moyo area in Nalolo District have praised government for completing a maternity annex at Moyo Rural Health Facility. The new facility has been constructed using the 2025 Constituents Development Fund, CDF, at a cost of 1.8 million kwacha. Here's the report.
Moyo residents in Nalolo District say the completion of a maternity annex at Moyo Health Post has ended years of hardship. The time we used to deliver from our homes, the situation was bad. We have beds here, toilets and showers. Thanks to the government for the construction of this, a total of 1.8 million kwacha under the 2025 Constituency Development Fund was allocated to complete the project. Health workers say since the annex was completed, antenatal and postnatal visits have increased. Mothers no longer risk delivering on the way due to long distances. Namakao Kayombo, reporting for Zanis in Mongo, Western Province.
Moving on, in Northern Province, Mongwe Boys Provincial STEM Secondary School has strengthened its production unit by expanding into both crop and livestock farming, in line with government's directive for schools to become sustaining. School authorities say scaling up production has helped reduce high food costs, improve the learners' practical agricultural skills, and enhanced the students' diet. We have Taunga Nkoma with the rest of the details.
Responding to the government's call for schools to establish production units, Mungwe Boys Provincial STEM Secondary School in Northern Province has taken the lead in crops and livestock production.
We are in poultry. We are also in cattle layering. Currently, we have 64 animals, and they really help us to improve on the diet for the learners. Because when we go on the market, 1 kg is 100 kwacha per kg, and you have 1,200. So just to have one meal, you'll be talking about 15,000 kwacha. But having animals in school, when we slaughter 2 animals, for us it's very cheap. For the poultry, we don't sell to outsiders. We actually just also supply to the body. Currently, we have 500 chicks. That should be now 3 weeks old. Yes, and the piggery, we are also in piggery. Although in piggery, currently we have very few animals. We have 32. We have 32 pigs. We are also in vegetable growing.
The government has commended school authorities and learners for embracing its vision of promoting self-reliance among schools.
This is commendable in a sense that they are able to help out reduce the cost of feeding from government, spending a lot of money to send at this boarding school. The boarding school is able to provide its own beef, its own chicken, its own vegetables, which is very good. And this is what we are trying to encourage all secondary schools now, all boarding institutions of learning, that let them be self-sustaining.
Mungwe Boys Provincial STEM Secondary School has existed for over 60 years. The institution has produced great national leaders, including the late United Party for National Development, UPND founder, Anderson Kambela Mazoka, who served as the school's head boy in 1964. Taunga Nkoma, Zanis News in Mungwe District, Northern Province.
In Eastern Province, Jubel Zulu reports that the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources has handed over the 3rd National Biodiversity Strategy and Action Plan to Eastern Province. Ad hoc Technical Expert Group Vice Chairperson Musonda Kapena says the 5-year strategy, which runs from 2026 to 2031, guides stakeholders to protect land and ensure natural resources are used sustainably. Take a look at this report.
National Biodiversity Strategy and Action Plan 2026 does not only conserve ecosystem, but also restores degraded areas and promotes the sustainable use of natural resources. It also ensures biological worth benefits to the economy, supports food security, and builds resilience to climate change.
So this includes the royal establishments. What do they know that science doesn't yet know? Why is it that in Eastern Province the graveyards have more biodiversity than the open community lands? It's because they are protected. Where do you find the original masuku? In the graveyard. Where do you find the biggest mushroom? It's in the graveyard. But culture prohibits you from entering the graveyard to harvest. So if that is your botanical reserve, your biodiversity hotspot, what are we learning from there? That once upon a time, the rest of the landscape had the trees that are in the graveyard currently. So how do we include the royal establishments to help us with this cultural information, which might be the solution to conserving the loss of biodiversity?
Today, the Biodiversity Strategy and Action Plan was officially handed over to Eastern Province.
Let us look at the targets which have been highlighted in this document so that we make Eastern Province proud. A lot has been placed on our shoulders, so it's up to us now to action appropriately.
According to our mandate, that we coordinate and make sure that the government programs are in tandem and are moving. We make sure that this document is made use of and is going to the intended purpose.
The call is now on all stakeholders to work in collaboration to protect Zambia's natural heritage.
This document is basically there to actually help us to halt and reverse biodiversity loss in Zambia, so that we are able to tackle biodiversity halting and also reversing as a collective effort in alignment with what the global standards demand.
Jibel Zulu, Zanis, Eastern Province.
In Muchinga Province, Provincial Permanent Secretary Tuesday Walia has directed council officials and other relevant authorities to stop all construction activities taking place within road infrastructure reserves. Dr. Walia issued the directive while touring exhibition stands at the 2026 Africa Public Service Day commemoration. Here is Bupe Lombanya with the details.
More than 36 public sector institutions are exhibiting at this year's Public Service Day in Chinsali District in Muchinga Province. The event is being held under the theme, Enhancing Public Sector Institutions and Empowering Multi-Sector Partnerships to Achieve Universal Water Availability and Self-Sanitation by the year 2063. Muchinga Province Permanent Secretary Dr. Tuesday Walia took time to tour some exhibition stands.
When you see people are building closer to the road, don't look somewhere else. Confront that issue. If it's a council which is giving a plot near the road, confront them and stop them. At the end of the day, when we want to expand these roads, people cry for compensation. Government is spending a lot of money compensating people. Even in Great North Road, in Mpika, from Muchinzali all the way to Mpika, how many people are we going to compensate? It's a lot of money. We don't want confusion where houses, there's no road. And there's physical planning, the council. How did you allow people just to wake up and begin building? It's very important that we develop this country in a planned way. So that we have the facilities, the roads, the water networks, and everything.
Responding to the PSC's concerns, the Department of Physical Planning says it will intensify sensitization on building in road reserves, while Chinsali Municipal Council says developers found building illegally have been issued with stop orders to halt construction in road reserves.
So for that one, of course, we need to do much, of course, in terms of sensitizing our people, in terms of the law and everything. We should stop orders to yes, and we are doing a detailed figure.
I want that evidence that we should stop orders for those people. Because we should stop them. We don't want people to be doing wrong things.
Meanwhile, during the exhibitions, the health sector highlighted the importance of water and sanitation in maternal health.
Speaking to the issues of between maternal and also the water and sanitation, this is why we are even talking about it, helping mothers survive. Because mothers cannot deliver in environments which do not have running water.
Wupe Lombanya reporting for Zanis News in Chinsali, Muchinga Province.
We move to Lusaka Province. Kafiwe District Commissioner Maurice Hipakolwe has urged farmers in Chiawa Chiefdom to adopt new and improved climate-smart technologies. Speaking through Kafiwe District Livestock and Fisheries Coordinator Perfecto Kabanshi, Mr. Hipakolwe said sustainable practices such as crop rotation, reduced tillage and use of organic fertilizers can boost food security and improve livelihoods. Details in the following report.
These are farmers from Chiawa Chiefdom exhibiting their products at the 2026 Agriculture Block Show. Kafiwe District Commissioner Maurice Hipakolwe, in a speech read on his behalf by Kafiwe District Livestock and Fisheries Coordinator Dr. Perfecto Kabanshi, called on farmers to adopt climate-smart agriculture practices to enhance food security and improve livelihoods. Agriculture Block Show Vice Chairperson Charles Madika revealed that the area has been experiencing increased human-animal conflict, resulting in the destruction of crops.
The year 2025-2026 has been a challenging farming season due to two major reasons in human-animal conflict and adverse effects of climate change. In the last farming season, most of the farmers were forced to harvest their crops while still fresh due to a heavy population of elephants that started destroying their crops.
Meanwhile, Musanje Cooperative Secretary David Banda appealed to the government to urgently address the human-animal conflict affecting farmers in the area.
This year's theme is fostering trade and investment. To align this theme to our area, we need vital infrastructure such as solar-powered boreholes, electrical wire fencing, irrigation facilities, and drought-resistant seed, among others, to enable farmers improve their yields.
The block show was held under the theme Fostering Trade and Investment. Irene Nganga, Zanis, Kafiwe.
Now in Central Province, where Provincial Permanent Secretary Milna Mwanakampwe has advised farmers to avoid selling all their produce and keep enough to ensure household food security. Dr. Mwanakampwe's remarks were delivered in a speech read on his behalf by Mukushi District Commissioner Jonathan Kapongwe at this year's Serenge District Agriculture and Commercial Show. Details in the following report.
Over 70 exhibitors are showcasing their products ranging from agriculture produce to mechanization equipment at this year's Serenge District Agriculture and Commercial Show, being held under the theme, Fostering Trade and Investments. Mkushi District Commissioner Jonathan Kapungwe is representing Central Province Permanent Secretary Milna Mwanakampwe at the show, which aims to drive economic diversification, promote food security, and combat climate change by showcasing climate-smart farming technologies.
This is an agricultural credit window where farmers can access funding for seasonal cropping, farm mechanization, as well as irrigation.
Serenge District Agriculture and Commercial Show Society Board Chairperson Enoch Piri and seed suppliers have highlighted some of the challenges the sector is facing.
And our request to you, guest of honor, is to help us curb the vice of fake inputs.
As we celebrate excellence through various competitions and exhibitions, let us remember that agriculture is not merely an economic activity, but a powerful tool for wealth creation, job creation, food security, and national development.
Various exhibitors have used the event to market their products. Zanis reports in Serenge District, Central Province.
Still in Central Province, Kapirimposhi District Commissioner Francis Hasalama has called for strengthened collaboration among stakeholders in the fight against gender-based violence and in promoting accountability through effective grievance redress mechanisms. Mr. Hasalama made the call when he officiated at a stakeholders engagement meeting on the Support for Women Livelihoods Program, Grievance Redress Mechanism and Gender-Based Violence in Kapirimposhi District. Tishuke Kaunda now reports.
Government, with support from the World Bank, has rolled out the GEO 2.0 program, which includes a grievance redress mechanism aimed at enhancing transparency, accountability, and fair service delivery. The mechanism allows beneficiaries and community members to report concerns such as exclusion and inclusion errors, delayed or missed payments, poor service delivery, as well as cases of fraud and corruption linked to program implementation. Kapirimposhi District Commissioner Francis Hasalama has graced a stakeholders engagement meeting on the Support Women Livelihoods Program, Grievance Redress Mechanism, and Gender-Based Violence.
Grievances redress mechanism gives community members a safe way to raise concerns and be heard. Gender-based violence reminds us that every person deserves to live with dignity, safety, and respect.
Mr. Hasalama further urged stakeholders to effectively play their respective roles in preventing and responding to GBV cases in the district.
Even in all departments where we are expected to react. Because you have one connection or the other to such issues to bring sanity. Too many gender issues that are not handled by people who are given full responsibility to arrest those and bring sanity.
Meanwhile, Community Development Officer Grace Shakumbila outlined the scope and objectives of the program.
Boxes, these ones, are set in schools. If we've gone to some schools in rural setup or peri or urban, we've seen these adjacent boxes. This is supported by the World Bank. They want to know the services that we offer to people. How are they? How are we reaching our goal?
Tishuke Kaunda, for Zanis, in Kapurimposhi district.
Lastly, in the news, the Electoral Commission of Zambia, ECZ, has urged journalists to uphold accuracy, fairness and objectivity when reporting on electoral matters ahead of the August 13, 2026 general elections. Speaking during the official opening of a media training workshop in Kasama district, ECZ Provincial Electoral Officer Alfred Nyambose said the media remains a key partner in strengthening democracy by informing and educating citizens on national issues. Details in this report by Pamela Inambao.
With the 2026 general elections are fast approaching, the Electoral Commission of Zambia, ECZ, has continued engaging key stakeholders in efforts aimed at promoting a credible, transparent and peaceful electoral process. The Commission is currently conducting a 3-day media training workshop for journalists from various media organizations in Northern Province, being held at Urban Hotel in Kasama District. Speaking during the official opening of the workshop, Northern Province Electoral Officer Alfred Nyambose urged journalists to remain objective when reporting on electoral matters.
Through this training, we hope to strengthen the partnership between the Commission and the media in promoting transparency, credibility, and public confidence in the electoral process. In the course of this training, you have the opportunity to interact with the media trainers assigned by the Commission. The Electoral Commission of Zambia recognizes the indispensable role that the media plays in strengthening democracy by informing, educating and empowering citizens to participate meaningfully in the elections.
And Kasama District Electoral Officer John Mwanza has called for peaceful elections.
Electoral Commission of Zambia, even as a district, and the district where you're coming from, we're required to do peaceful elections. And people can only do that if they are informed in governance issues, which really don't come from anywhere else, but come from the information given by the media houses.
The training, which has attracted over 15 journalists from various media organizations, is aimed at equipping reporters with the skills to enhance professional and responsible coverage of electoral processes ahead of the August 2026 general election. Pamela Inamba reporting for Zanis in Kasama District, Northern Province.
Thank you, Pamela Inambao, for that last report. A recap of the headlines. Government commissions rehabilitated operating theatres in Mongo District. Third National Biodiversity Strategy and Action Plan handed over to Eastern Province. And farmers urged to reserve food for household security. On behalf of the entire Zanis News production team and the sign language interpreter John Chulu, I'm Kralibel Msonda. Thank you for watching.